What is up, guys? This is Olympio coming at you with a brand new deck profile of my UA deck. Now, I've had a lot of people requesting this, as they've seen, you know, I've been doing some of the more casual fun decks that have come out in the sets, and a lot of people have been asking for UA, and here we are, I do deliver. So we'll go straight into it, and I'll do some explanations and some reasonings behind what the cards are, the choices, and so on and so forth. So to start it off, we have UA Mighty Slugger. Slugger is an important one because it's just awesome. His effect's really great. The fact that if the card attacks, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. So it's really useful for getting over any of those really annoying effect monsters, and also just a bit of protection, the fact that your opponent's not actually going to activate anything when you attack. So it's really, really nice. Obviously, all the UAs have the effect is when they're on the field, you can return it to your hand to special summon another UA, except for itself. So it's really important that you all remember that. But this is an absolutely incredible card, and it's really good fun. Then we have UA Perfect Ace, or as the German one says, a perfect arse. As you can just see there. So this one is a great one. It's kind of a little mini Herald of Perfection, so you know you can't really go wrong with it. Its effect is once per turn during your opponent's turn, when a card or effect is activated, you can discard one card and negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. It's a quick effect. So it's 2/5 defense. Really nice monster to put out there. So once you've done all your shenanigans in your turn, you can bounce one of your UA monsters, maybe Slugger, and special summon this in defense position to a 2/5 defense, and it's just really, really nice, and you can kind of protect your own monsters for the next turn. So running it at 3 again is important for me because I feel this is one of the best ones as well as Slugger. Then we have the one goalkeeper. I only play one because I feel that's all you need. Any more and he does get cloggy. His effect's alright. His defense is great. It's 2/8 defense, same as Perfection. But his effect is once per turn, during your opponent's turn, you can target one UA monster you control once during this turn. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. It's a quick effect. So same as Ace, the fact that you can only activate in your opponent's turn, and you'll just keep it there, and it basically will just live for one effect or attack. So it's really, really nice, or any other one that you may have. But having it at 1 is all I feel is needed. Then, one of the brand new ones is UA Midfielder. Midfielder is very important in this deck, and really, really good support because, importantly, it's a level 4. All the rest are level 5, or goalkeeper is level 6, and UA is just important because in your opponent's turn, you can bounce it to special summon one UA card, so it's important because you can dodge certain things, like maybe card effects, a Fiendish, or anything like that, but the reason it is here is because you can normal summon and then bounce it straight away for some of your other effects. It also has incredible synergy with Stadium, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but Midfielder is very important at 3 because it really helps the deck get going. Then going on to the engine that I prefer, I like the Tour Guide engine with one Skarm. This is because you can go into M-Saber and Invoker, and Invoker gets Midfielder. So it's just keeping up the consistency, and level 3s, you know, are just good in general, so that's why I have the Tour Guide engine. Going into the spells, 3 Stadium. This is imperative. This is one of the cards you have to see as soon as possible. Reason being, its effect is, if a UA monster is normal summoned to your side of the field, you can add one UA monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, if a UA monster is special summoned to your side of the field, all monsters you control gain 500 attack. So, important. First effect is the Searcher, which is very important and works incredibly well with Midfielder. Second effect is just what you use to boost up your attack, to get some attacks in. You know, Slugger goes up to a 2/7, Perfect Ace goes up to a 2000, so they're all really, really nice. But the important thing to know about the second effect is it does stack. It's not until the end of the turn. It's not it gains just 500 attack once. It gains attack permanently. So it's really, really nice. Stadium is very important to see, and that's why I run it at 3. A rhyme there. Then we have, sorry for my phone, Power Jersey. Power Jersey is just so good. Reason why I run this is because it's one of the main equips, well, the only equip for UA. And its effect reads as follows. Equipped to a UA monster, it gains 1,000 attack and defense. Also, if it battles an opponent's monster, any battle damage it inflicts to your opponent is doubled. If the equipped monster destroys an opponent's monster by its attack, you can make a second attack during the battle phase. During your standby phase, banish the equipped monster. If this card is sent to the graveyard because the equipped monster is returned to the hand, you can return this card to your hand instead. So, important things to know. For example, if you have a Slugger, you equip it with a powered jersey. Then you bounce Slugger for, I don't know, perfect ace. This goes to the graveyard and then it adds to your hand because of the effects of powered jersey, because the fact it's gone back to your hands. Also works in conjunction, for example, with compulsory evacuation device or anything like that. It's just as long as it's returned to the hand. Now, it's just quite cool that they haven't said that it's returned to the hand by UA card effect or anything like that. So it's quite nice, but powered jersey is just amazing. Running it at 3 is just so good. You can technically run it at 2 because obviously the recycling, but I like to see it as soon as possible because the card is just really, really good and I really, really like it. Then we have the 3 Stormforth. The Stormforth is important because it means you can take your opponent's monsters and tribute them, and that is always nice in my opinion. So that is why I run it at 3. I don't really need to say much about it if I'm completely honest. 3 Mystical Space Typhoon. I don't like back row. Quill-offs are a thing. Tool is annoying, so we just want to shut all that down. MST at 3 in certain decks is important in my opinion. 2 Terraforming. This is one of your searcher cards just to get to Stadium quick enough. You can run 3 if you so want, but whenever I run 3 and 3 of, ratio 3 to 3 of a field spell to Terraforming, it always ends badly for me. 2 Rota. UA midfield is your only target, and running 3 always scares me because when you've only got 3 targets, because it just leads me to dead draws. I know it ups the consistency, but it does open yourself up to some horrible dead draws, so that's why I run it too. Going into the traps. 3 Trapstun. Trapstun's one of the best traps in this format. It's just so good and it works perfectly in this type of deck, so Trapstun is a must in my opinion. Then we have the 3 Fiendish Chain effects we don't like, we just want to stop everything. So Fiendish Chain's a really solid card in this deck in my opinion. It's chosen over Breakthrough Skill because it stays there, it stops the attacks, and as I said, I just prefer it to Breakthrough in certain decks, this one included. 2 Deep Prison. The reason why I run Deep Prison, a lot of people are kind of umming and ahhing over this card and some people don't. I run it just because I like it. I think it's still a really solid card. It hurts a lot of decks, and banishing is just wrecks the meta. If you have, for example, macro out against, the top decks and you can protect it, it hurts them. So why not run Deep Prison? And that's basically the reason for that. The 1 Solemn Warning, because it screws Pendulum Summoning and it's the best card in the game to stop summons. And then finally the 1 Bottomless, because, if people Pendulum Summon into a Bottomless, it's sad times for them. Going into the extra deck, you don't really use the extra deck all that much. You can, but it's just there for all eventualities and possibilities. So 2 Gaia Dragon, because you run level 5s, and, you can do Piercing. 1 Tyrius, the 1 Adrius, the 1 Durandal, the 1 Volcasaurus, and the 1 Shark Fortress. This is really funny, going for OTKs, so it's actually quite entertaining running a Shark Fortress. 1 Downer Magician, because I run level 3, so I can easily go into main phase 2. The 1 Invoker, as I said, important card. You can run 2 if you so want, but chances are that with all the searchers, you're not actually going to go into 2, so that's why I don't run it at 2. The 1 Fortune Tune, just to put things back in set, or gain life points. The 1 Alucards, because you can pop set cards. As I said, these are all eventualities. Leviair, if one of your level 4s gets banished. 1 Giga Brilliant, if you just want to try and push for a couple of OTKs. The 1 Zen Mains, because I guess you kind of have to run it. And then the 1 Mecha Equipped Engineer. So, that is it, guys. I hope you did enjoy the deck profile. I'm really enjoying this deck. It's just so much fun. And I can't wait for all the support coming out. Just lots of support. Keep bringing it, because it will just make the deck even more fun. And that is it. So let me know down in the comment section below what you did think of the deck. Give me a like if you did enjoy the deck profile. And I shall catch you guys later.